Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to try doing some more I failed already. Smile lines. This is the Moyra cover powder that I am using. So the last time I did smile lines, I've only done one. I haven't been brave enough to try more, so I thought, right, today I am going to try two. So the challenge with doing more than one smile line is trying to get them all to line up and you know, be the same. I think, yeah, I think I got there. I think it was all right. I didn't want anything kind of, I don't know, it's too kind of in your face. I wanted something quite subtle today. So we're going for a very nude set, a very... I say that, but there's some fantastic glitter going in this one. But do you know what I mean? I didn't want like a pink or a blue or a purple. I wanted something different. And I had this colour. It's called Vintage Brown from Moyra. And it's one of their kind of... It's almost like a matte colour or a solid colour. So a lot of the Moyra stuff is quite metallic-y. It's very pigmented. Whereas... these, there's a few of them. There's, there's like, I can't remember what the collection's called. It might be the vintage collection, actually. They work very differently to the other Moyras, and it does kind of cause me a few issues. But, you know, the cover powder, absolutely fine. As you can see, it's a very nice colour. I am just more of a pinky person, as we all know. So I'm putting down the first bead and then I'm just pushing that back just to feather out the back of it, because I will come in obviously and add more beads as you've just seen. Now you get the fun of watching me trying to get these to match up. Yeah. This is definitely something I need more practice on, but do you know what, that's the only way you get better, isn't it, is to just keep practicing. I found it harder with this because you can't see this, but how my camera is positioned, there are certain points when trying to see what I'm doing, it can be a little bit difficult. So normally if I was trying to do this, I'd want like my head right over the top of it, you know, really up close and personal basically. But you can't do that when you're recording because the camera's right above you, right above the hand. So you kind of, I tilt mine slightly so I've got a bit more room under there and I can see what I'm doing. The other thing, I love my practice hand, don't get me wrong, but it isn't the same as trying to do this on a person, because a person has control over their own fingers for a start. Or, well, some people, my sister generally doesn't, but but generally, you know, with this I'm fighting the hand a little bit as well, because obviously it's a flexi hand, so it kind of pings back. It doesn't stay necessarily where I want it to stay. Other fun I have with it is, yeah, it's sometimes the tips on them, but you know, I've had this practice hand for, yeah, over a year now, and it's still going. It's still lovely. There we go. Right, so I haven't yet filed these smile lines yet. I'm still waiting for them to set. So this is the Vintage Brown, and you see what I mean about... So normally with the Moyra ones, I kind of paint it on because they are just so pigmented. But because this one wasn't pigmented, it's almost like a matte... I was going to say consistency, but that's not the right word. Yeah, it's like a matte finish, which is like most colour powder, actually. But it did kind of just catch me out. I'm looking at this back and going, do you know what, Sharon? I think you've been a bit hard on yourself, because it doesn't actually look like it was as painful as I am suggesting it was. And then I'm going to come in. This is a fantastic glitter, and it is called Copper Kettle. Yes, Copper Kettle, and it is from Glitterstella. And I'm just adding a little bit to that tip. I'm going to do exactly the same to the thumb as I've just done on the pinky. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, I kind of got it a little bit wrong on that one and should have gone a bit thicker. But hey, you can see that, I mean, the coverage is still good. There we go. I'm going to finish that off. Then what I do is I kind of let... I can't remember now if I go onto the middle finger or if I come in and do the smile lines next. That's my... So I'm being distracted by children who are waving at me. They didn't want to say hello, though. Let's have a look. Where have I got to? Yes, right. So I have filed in the smile lines. And now I'm going to come and try and put this. Now, the bead I did, it was too wet, I think. You kind of get into like autopilot of how you use a product, because especially if you're used to using the product. So then, I don't know, it just kind of threw me. Anywho, let's make a mess, because it's fun when you make a mess. I like making messes. We are going to make some wonderful mess up the sides of this. I'm actually trying to be quite neat. I don't know why I try being neat, because, you know. So I've kind of come to the conclusion I quite like having quite high walls for my smile lines. I joke that they are like the Great Wall of China, because I can make as much mess as I like, and then I can just file over that before I come in and cap it if I need to. If it's particularly high and I'm going to be taking a lot off it, then, you know, you don't need to worry about filing in between. But I tend to just like to make sure that none of that is going to shine through. Shine bright like a diamond. Show through. That's what I mean. So there we go. I'm going to do exactly the same on this finger. And then, yeah, so then what I will do, I'm going to move on to the middle finger, and I am just going to do a full nail of the copper kettle, because it's awesome. Yeah. So, come on, Jonah, are we finished yet? I want to move on to the shinies. So, as you can see, I just decided to throw my pot of glitter over there. I made a fantastic unicorn fart all over my desk. Isn't it beautiful? And so shiny. Oh, look at that glitter shining that light. That's just nice. That's a bit of nice. So I'm just letting the other nails just dry now. Well, set up. And like I say, I'm going to come and file over the top of them before I'm going to finish capping them. So I'm literally just popping a little bit of clear acrylic onto that nail, and I'm dipping my brush in and doing it like that. I just prefer this method. I have decided, you know, instead of picking up the clear acrylic, blah, 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 picking up the clear acrylic and then dipping it into the glitter. I don't think I've ever got through one video where I haven't fluffed my words up at some point during the course of it. Yeah. Right, so I have now capped all of these. I have filed all of these. We are going to come in. I've nearly run out of chi gel. I have got a new pot now. So yeah, I'm coming in with some chi gel. I have got these awesome chains from Naio Nails, I think they were, and they come in, there's 3 colours. There's a black, there's a kind of copper, and I can't remember what the third one is. But they just come in a little pot, and they're just like really long strings, and you just cut off the amount that you need, which I've already done, hoping that I got the right amount. I did actually put these on the wrong finger, which was slightly annoying. But hey, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I actually quite like them like that. It's purely because originally the pinky and the thumb were just going to be a plain nail. They weren't going to have the glitter on. So I kind of confused myself then because I added glitter. But, you know, why would you not add more glitter? Glitter is fabulous. Beautiful close-up of my thumb there. Okay, and we're just doing exactly the same for this one. So I'm just using an old brush to pick up my chi gel, putting it where I want it. Then I'm going to pick up the beads like I've just done, whack them in the lamp, and I will cure them for, well, normally with chi gel it's only 30 seconds, but I tend to just whack it in there for a minute. And then once that's done, now you see I'm not putting this right back. I am leaving a mil or so, well, a couple of mil, at the back of these beads. This is because I will need to top coat these beads to protect them. So I'm going to get a small brush in there and make sure that they are all top coated behind and round and, you know, all those lovely things. There we go. I'm probably just going to fiddle with that for a little bit longer. So let's move on to the best part. Which, of course, we all know the best part of any video is the top coat. So here you go. Enjoy this moment. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.